Greetings, brethren, and welcome back to another episode of Chess on Chess.com with the ChessUp 2 board. Today, we're going to be playing some 15 plus 10. We're going to show you how the pieces work in front of you. See, we touch the pieces and they light up on the board. Same thing with our opponent's pieces. I'll show you how this works in a little bit, but for now, we're going to look up a game on my ChessUp board. It's connected to my Chess.com account, as you can see on the left side of the screen there. Just have to find a game. See, we're searching now. I've clicked everything just from the board, the ChessUp 2 board. And here we go. So somebody a little bit better than me, over 100 points better. But see, now we can touch this pawn. Okay, maybe not that one. And it'll show the spaces that they can move. Just doesn't like this. There we go. Didn't like that one, but we'll play right there. And we'll wait and see what my opponent does. See, it moves their pawn on their screen. We can see it move forward. And yeah, now we can move our pieces. It moves on the chess.com. Very cool. Just a visual thing, but you can see how it works. Especially like if it gets to low time, if I want to play faster, I can start moving pieces around on the board here. So that's a pretty cool aspect about it. We'll bring my knight out. Very nice. We'll see how long this game goes. So he's going to take. That makes total sense. And yeah, of course, we're going to take back with the knight. It shows all the squares there where the knight can go. He's going to bring out his bishop there, put some pressure on the knight. Lots of different things that we can do here. But I might want to end up like protecting with this pawn, bringing out this bishop, and then I can bring out this bishop and put this knight on, this knight on this square probably. So that's probably what I will end up doing. We'll just defend there in the center. He doesn't have a pawn on this file to force any movement for my knight. If he moves this bishop, he will, but in the opening, they usually don't move a piece more than once, because then that wastes some time. But yeah, we'll see what's going on there. I have a couple episodes like this if you'd like to see some other ones. I'm planning on making like a demonstration video with the ChessUp 2 board at some point. Another thing I do is I stream sometimes on TikTok, more on Twitch now, but that is something that I do. And sometimes I'll play with this ChessUp board if you want to play against me, and you can see me making moves in real life with these pieces. If not, I also just play normal games, like 3-minute games against people, and we take turns. So I'm not sure what my opponent is quite thinking here. Okay, he's going to just attack the center right away. That's totally fine. Because I'm comfortable with just bringing my knight to this square if he wants to trade it. So I get another piece of development. Well, the thing is, I want to get my I want to get this bishop out too, and that'll be a little tough if I do that. So what do we want to do here? Probably just defend the same way. If he takes back, we take. This is fine. I'm not really going to want to castle on that side anyways because I moved this pawn forward, but yeah, so main operation now is get this bishop out and then probably put this queen here or something and then be able to castle. That is probably my game plan right about now. Okay, so he's going to take back in the middle. That's totally fine. I could take back with my queen to threaten just this exchange, but then I get my knight on this square, which threatens the bishop. But he could go for this check. It doesn't do much because I can just go here. So yeah, we'll move his piece over here onto this square, and then I think I will take with the queen just to develop that piece. It gets him out of there, so I will do that. Because now I'm only one move away from castling, not two. If I went here, he could have just ignored it or moved somewhere else. So a very unorthodox game so far, for sure. Okay, so he's going to trade there. That's fine. I don't know why people tend to trade so early in long games like this. If it's like Blitz, that makes sense, but okay, he's going to go here. I have a center pawn now. It is weak because it's on its own, but it is a center pawn, and center pawns are generally pretty good. I have, this knight out and this pawn in the center, and he has like no development in the back row here. So that's good. That is something that I have on my opponent. So his idea is probably going to just be to develop these pieces somewhere. Same with me. I wouldn't mind castling onto this side now because then my rook is just super active on this square. I wouldn't mind that at all. Let me know in the comments if you want me to add like music and stuff to these two because it's a little quiet right now. Not much going on. So I could add some music to this. I would enjoy that a little bit, I think. Just figuring out how to make the music quiet enough that it doesn't get picked up by my mic. That is the problem, but we should be fine. Because my setup is just to take my my webcam right now and to move it just to capture pieces right here. So it's usually up. Oh, sorry, bonked that there. Yeah, getting a second camera would be cool, but not in the budget for now. Apparently, there's this thing on YouTube called Hype now. Most YouTubers would show you a little animation on where to find that, but uh, I would really appreciate it if you hype this video. I'm trying to get to 500 followers or subscribers. I think I'm at 475 at the making of this video, and yeah, just trying to expand my horizons a little bit and explore some of the YouTube features. And just, of course, demonstrate you things like this and how to get better at chess. I have a series about that as well. Okay, my opponent's taking a long time to think about his next move. I'm not entirely sure what he's worried about. Something I might do is put this bishop here specifically and then castle, immediately putting a threat on this pawn. Of course, he could just push it forward one square, but then his knight can't come out to a nice square. Like, I feel like this move is a pretty natural move because it forces a response out of me, particularly like this response. I can go here as well, but this seems pretty good to me. Thinking about something. He doesn't have anything beyond a normal play here because like what is he gonna do? Like sure he can do this, but then I'll just like run somewhere here probably here and then go there. He doesn't have a light squared bishop to attack my knight anymore, so that is something that I might do. Today is the first day I live in Canada, and it is, what day is it today? It is November 7th, and it is snowing for the first time today. My girlfriend actually went to the university. She's in university, and she was a little bit late today because everybody is adjusting to the new snow on the ground. Lots of not people not having their winter tires out and things like this. Yeah, so my opponent's taking their sweet time. I did 15 plus 10 because without bonus time, it can be a little difficult to play a good game of chess without. It's basically like Blitz because I have to move all the pieces around, and especially when it gets into lower time, I was finding myself that I had to like move pieces around physically with my mouse if it got to low enough time because yeah, and 15 plus 10 is just like the most common bonus time format for long play. It's very fun playing with Blitz on this. I've played against Blitz with people who are like 400 and they've beaten me before because I can't move the pieces fast enough. That is something that's interesting. Oh. Yeah, I don't really know what my opponent is thinking about right now. It's not very entertaining for you, I must say. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a time for a reshoot, so we'll just keep this one going. Most of the time, you want to play more engaging games for your people, but yeah, not much more I can do. See, it knows if a piece is on the wrong square. It's like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right? It's like it's got to go on this square right here. So that's where we know where to put that. Yeah, my opponent's just. This is where a moment where some music would be nice. I'm not going to edit this, so just some music to keep it kind of flowing would be pretty nice. But now my opponent's kind of. Oh, there we go. He's finally made a decision. He makes this move, and I will make the easiest move of my entire life by just developing this pawn. He probably went to go get a snack from the fridge, maybe. Maybe take a look at something. I'm not entirely sure. But now we're back into it. So now we can develop some pieces in a nice fashion here. I do anticipate this, But that's fine, because we can just retreat, and if he keeps progressing for some reason. Okay, we'll go there. Yeah, so now he brings this knight forward, attacking this pawn. I can't move this forward anymore because this knight is there. But we could castle here, and then if he takes, we could just take here with the bishop, not allowing him to castle. So I do like that idea. We'll go this way. Although, something I do have to worry about is that this knight is now pinned to my king. I like this move, though, just because it's kind of baity. And, okay, he doesn't go for it. That's totally fine. What should we do here? So I might be losing a pawn here, and that's okay. I have a rook on this. I could go here. Might just back up, though. I could just put my rook on this as well to protect it. Because he can't really attack this knight in any other meaningful way. So I think my game plan is going to be over here, and then to move my king into the corner. So we'll move my rook right here. And then, yeah. Okay, so he's going to go there. That's totally fine. We can go back here to defend, try to hold on to the pawn. That's pretty much all we can do at the moment. And then, yeah, operation, get the bishop out of there. For sure, that is next on our list. Well, get the bishop out or this knight. I have to monitor whether or not he's going to put a threat on this knight, because like right now he can't. Like he can't like go here or go here or something. Okay, he's going to go there to attack the bishop. So I'm a little pinned back right now, but I think we can just go back and it's still fine. I don't really mind that, because, yeah, where's he going to go? He can go here. It doesn't do anything. We'll just retreat once more. Yeah, definitely have to start moving our king out of the way, though. Or even just going here. Of course, that breaks the defense of this pawn, but that's fine. Okay, we can go here. Getting a little complicated. But this bishop getting out of here is probably a good idea. Okay, we have to move his rook over. I think this is good. Because this to this square, and what can he do? Well, he can't have the pressure on the knight anymore. The thing is going to be this pawn. This pawn is still defended by this, but if he moves his knight anywhere, it puts this pawn under pressure. Oh, no, he can't move it there because obviously I just take. Okay, well, we'll go back here. This looks fine to me, but we'll see. So castling this way, I thought I had some good pressure over here, but it didn't end up working out that well. That's totally fine. Okay, so he moves his knight over here. I did not consider this direction. We could go here to like kind of open up his king and double his pawn. I like that. Because he'll win a pawn, but I'll get this. So I think that's my best shot at doing anything here. Okay, he goes there. That just damages his pawn structure even more. So I'll be down a pawn. Well, maybe not. I go here. Yeah, no, now I have a chance actually to go back because he took red away. So actually, we're totally fine. Now my rooks are both active on this line. Now we will hope that my opponent doesn't do anything and I can finally get my king out of this pin. We'll do a game review after this as well, just to see how things are going. Okay, he just chucks his rook right in there. I don't know where he's trying to go with this. Somewhere, I'm sure. Okay. Because I can't move this knight anywhere, because he'll take, and then I can take back, and then I'll lose my pressure on this pawn. So I think I need to try to forcibly remove this bishop by like going over here. These pawns aren't doing much anyway, so I don't mind doing this. He could, of course, just try to escape his bishop. Like, goes there, and then if I go, like, let's say here, he can just back up and get out. But at least I progress my pawns a little bit. I think his move is going to be here, just so we can keep his pressure on there. He goes there, okay. So I could take here, and if he takes back, then my knight is out of that pin. Out of that tricky pin. But can my knight go anywhere interesting is the problem. I don't mind this trade. Then I can try to work on getting a passed pawn. I can go here. Doesn't really do much, though. Interesting. Yeah, here I at least get out of the pin, and then I can move my knight. But is the pin even that bad anymore? Not so sure. Here's, yeah, so here, because if let's say he takes back with the rook, then I can just push. And then get my knight like up here. Not entirely sure, but I will just take here. This seems fine to me. If he takes back, I can move my knight. Okay. I did forget that this would have been pinned to this, though. I did not see that. I'm going to keep it completely real. So let's see. What can we do about that? Like, there's no harm in bringing this rook up to here, right? No harm in that, specifically. If you could go here, his knight, then I can still just pivot around. This is a very technical game, and I've been on the back foot the whole time. Something else of interest is that if I could move this knight somewhere to threaten something, well, because the problem is that, let's say I go here, he can just check me, which is the problem. So now this is uber pinned. Oh, goodness. Because now I can't move my king because my king is pinned. Ooh, this is not good. Yeah, he's just going to move this pawn forward, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Now, especially because this is here. I could have moved this before, but now it's very not good. There's not really much I can do for a threat either. The counter. That was a mistake for sure. Well, we could always go here. And then if he take, oh, because he can take with check, but then I still get something. No, I don't, because it's not defended. Okay, because like let's say here, check, I run away, then he can take back. And then he's just up these two pieces, so that's not good. Because these two, like if I could get back there, that would be really nice, but I just can't at the moment. Or if I had a check, but I don't have a check. Yeah, anyway, I guess we just go back. And if he goes here, then I just go like here. And then if he pushes this again, it doesn't actually threaten anything. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. I found that at the end. It looked a lot worse than it was. It's still not great, don't get me wrong. This is a technical game. I don't know what I should be defending against. All of my pieces are kind of locked up. especially because of this weak pawn. But yeah, so he can only make progress with this, in which I can just go here, which is a relatively safe square for me. But if I could ever get here to fork those rooks, that would be really nice. We'll see. Okay, so he hides, he goes back. I think now we definitely just move our king for sure into this corner. Just to get rid of that worry. I can threaten this now, actually. Okay, so here. So I can do this. And if he takes, I just actually get his rook in the back. Okay, actually he has this threat now. Man. Okay. Oh, this is crazy. I have an idea that will work if I can get to it, but now he gets here, and now this square is just a fork, right? But I only need the one defense on that, so I can go here probably. No, I can't, because then he goes here. I guess we just go there. Oh man, I'm so close, because like this sacrifice is really good because it threatens so many things. But right now that's stopped because he can just go here. So I guess we have to work both of these rooks up a square. So I guess we have to go here. I guess. It's the only thing that I can think of. Work this up here, and then we can try it again. Because this is a good tactic if I can get to it. Because if he takes back, I just like here. If he takes there, let's say this is here. This piece is here. I go here. He can't just take here first because then I go back and then the threat is still alive. Well, no. Well, then it's just mate. No, it's not mate on the back because he has this escape square. It might not be as good as I'm thinking. Is here? Yeah, he has to take first, and I take back, and then he takes this. So that wouldn't work, actually. Yeah, here, because he can just take first. Problem is I have to take back last. Okay, I don't think my idea ever worked. Maybe it did. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so I go here. Right? That's always the plan. So here, I go here. I have to. I don't have to, but it's definitely the most safe square for him to be. And if he trades, then I trade here. So he has to trade pretty much, or move his rook somewhere else. He has to move his rook somewhere else, or I get his rook on the back, which is actually really bad for him because, well, no, because like let's say check, I take back, then he has to move his bishop somewhere. But then actually, I'll have a discovered attack on this knight, in which I could just go like here, and then threaten a check and take the bishop if he moves. There's actually a lot of depth to this game. This is kind of crazy. This will be a good game to review for sure. Okay, because there's this threat right here, which he has to deal with right now. So he has to move this at some point. He can't move it right away because of his rook is hanging. So like, let's say he trades his rook. I go back. I have a discovered attack on this knight for when that happens. So I can move this rook over here by threatening this knight, but then also threatening a check to get his bishop if he moves it back here. Or if he moves his bishop here, then I do the same thing, but right here. So that's probably what he's thinking about right now. This is a much trickier game. I've had some good ideas, I've had some bad ideas, but we will see what my opponent comes up with. Both around 7 minutes. We're about halfway through our time. And we've been recording for about 24 minutes, so this is a longer one. I'll have to see what I do next time when I do the 15 plus 10s. Because what move are we on? 27? So 27 each, 270 seconds times 2, 540 seconds. That's almost 10 minutes. That's like 9 minutes. I think that's 9 minutes. Yeah. 9 extra minutes on bonus time. And he's using up a lot of his right now. Everything in my position appears to be holding decently nice. And him moving this knight over here, that's why like moving pieces into difficult places is so tough. So this pawn move actually was bad because it forced my knight to move and attack his bishop, and he didn't think what I would do if my bishop moved. He just did not consider it. I think he's thinking for a while because it's pretty good. My options. Thankfully, this bishop defends this rook here because, like, obviously this is disconnected. He could just give me this check, and then I don't know, I take it, and then he could just go back there, and that would not be good. But everything in my position just holds together just well enough with strings, duct tape, and glue. Yeah, this knight's good. It's never moving anywhere because of, well, it needs help from the bishop to defend that square, but I think it's doing quite good. Yeah, his bishop's got to move here. It's got to move here, or this rook has to defend back here. But his rook going back here would be very nice for me because it's very passive for him. Because then I can just move this rook to the back and start wailing away on some stuff. That's why it's very powerful. And also a reason it's good because the knight can't go here. He's thinking. He's thinking for sure. I guess that is a problem with maybe that's why a 10-minute game would be better to record these for, because there's not as much thinking. I like thinking. I like thinking in chess games. Okay, so he does go here. And we take back immediately. Okay. So now my idea was to go here. Because we set up an attack on this knight. And also on this bishop in the back. That's my plan. Because boom, attacked. And then if he moves it anywhere, like let's say here, then we get this and we get his bishop. So he just sacrifices it. He just gets rid of it. That's totally fine. We will take his knight. And now we're up. Of course, he can go here. But I do have to be careful, because here I was just going to go here, but then that's mate on the back. Okay, so he doesn't even take he doesn't take the pawn. Like I thought he was going to. Now I can go here. My rook is a bit more flexible, because now his king and his if he ever moves this rook, that would have been a good play for him to go here, because then if I take this check and then I take his bishop, it's just mate on the back rank, so I have to be careful about that. But for now, we'll go here, because this is a nice square to be on. He wants to put these on dark squares so that my bishop can't attack them, but now I'm not giving his rook access to my back rank. A move I might do next, just to ensure security, might be to just move my king here, back. He ran away a bit before, but now we can run him back. Okay, he goes here. I think there's no reason I shouldn't just go here, right? I think so. This is a good move. No, it's not. It is not a good move. Thank goodness I did not set it down. Okay, we'll let that go. I was like, oh yeah, we can just go into the back, but maybe that's not the best course of action. Maybe for now we will just put our rook here. We'll move a bit faster just to ensure that everything is okay. I have to make sure that most of my pieces are on light squares now, which because he has a dark squared bishop, so maybe I go here. I mean, this is fine for now because the knight defends it, but I want to have my knight in a bit more of an active position. This is definitely something that I would like to do now. Okay, so he's going to go there. I guess we can go back and defend with the rook for now. It's not a great plan, but let's see. I can't really go anywhere else to threaten anything else. So, and my bishop especially can't go back to there. So we can go here for now. I don't mind this. This bishop getting back here doesn't bother me. It's really nice because he might want to try to land his bishop on this square for a good spot. But now we always have this threat. We can go here. because guess what? Discovered attack on the rook. Okay, we can go here, and then what can we do from there? Not much. He's trying to anchor his bishop there, but I can just go here, right? Well, there's this. Doesn't do too much, though. I can go here now. Well, just the thing is, I can go here. It doesn't do anything because he can just. But if he goes here, he's crazy. So I guess you know what? We can go here. Sorry, I will do this. I guess I could do this for now, just to try and get his bishop out of there. We'll do this because now his bishop has to go somewhere else. Okay, he'll threaten this pawn. That's fine. I can just put my bishop over here. This is defended by the knight. And he has no way to threaten the knight. Only thing that can threaten the knight. Yeah, okay, so he's going to move his king forward. We'll go here. Keep everything nice and tight. Defended, defended. We can get our rook into the game now. Yeah, we can go here. Notice how all of these guys are on light squares, so that bishop can't actually do much. This bishop is defending both of these spots, which is really nice for me. And I might try to move my king up here as well. Yeah, plan, probably just like get back here, focus on some stuff. Okay, he's going to move his king forward. I don't think we want him to get over here. I don't think we want him to get over there. Oh, maybe we do. If we go here, at least we kind of paralyze the back line. As in a way, like, if he goes here, I don't mind that. Or I can even go here to just support it. If he takes, then we take back, and king still can't go anywhere. I think that's what we'll do. If he goes here, we go here. And if he pushes forward, then it's locked up. That's what we want, because we're up a full piece, right? So plan now is going to be to go here. Okay, he's going to go there. We'll go here. It's going to be to get to the back here. I can, honestly, I'm more free to move my knight around now. Like, I can go here. Well, okay, not because the bishop's there, but we don't want to hang any pawns either. So maybe our knight's just fine there. Okay, he's going to lock that up. I can move my rook here. Yeah, I can move my rook there. And we can just focus on some targets. Even just being on this square is really good. Okay, he's going to go there. That's fine. Let's just bring my king as well. Everything's on a light square. Yeah, once I get this, then we're going to push the pawn. So the question is, how do I tactically get that? His rook is kind of glued to this. He could always come back here, but I would not recommend it just because, you know, I got some ideas. If he ever moves, like with his king on this square, if he ever moves this bishop, I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go here. Right? And then I can probably even get my bishop just right here. And what is he going to do then? Okay, so he's going to move all the way over here. I could go here and then here. Back here as well. Because here, like, he might get his rook on the file. But the thing is, do I care? That is the question. Probably not, so I can probably just keep moving my king over here. He wants to trade. I like this trade. I'm up a whole piece. Maybe he thinks that I can't break through anything. That could be the idea. Okay, so he goes here. So I will go right here to officially put all of my pawns on light squares. This might actually just be a draw now because I can't actually get my my guy to any squares. I don't think it is because I can probably just like bring. Yeah, I'm fine. He can go here. I will go here, and I will reorient this knight. Okay. My key is the knight. My bishop's actually kind of useless, but I can move my knight around. Like, cause I can put my knight here and then just walk my king over to this side. So we'll go here. Okay, that's fine. We have to move my bishop a little bit. Yeah, let's say a sacrifice. I go here. Doesn't do much. Okay, I got to think about this. Because this bishop prevents my king from getting over there. He wants to get over there. Yeah, because, okay, these two squares are blocked, so I can just walk my king around. I can just walk my king down here, because blocked and blocked. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Shouldn't do anything. Should not do anything. Because he'll have to either... Yeah, he's going to move his king back and forth. We can just work our way around here. This is a very long game. What can we do here? So now we have our king here. All we really need to do is get this pawn. So how can I get to this pawn? Here, 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 here. Okay. Because as soon as I can get to that pawn, I think I can go through. How can I get to this? There way I can threaten both of these at the same time. Because I can go here and threaten either or of these. That's the plan. Okay. So I need to get to this. Or at least back here. What's a route I can take to get there? Here, 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 here. I need to get to that one. Here, 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 here. Oh boy. Okay, I just gotta map this out. Just give me a second here. I can't go here, I can't go here, but my knight can move places. So here, 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 here. Oh goodness. Okay, here, 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 here. Why can I not get to this square? I have to go here or here, but the king is preventing me from going there. I need to get to this square. How can I get to that square? Here, 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 here. Okay, we found it. This here. Where was it again? Okay, so I know I have to get to this square for sure. He can't do anything but move his king back. Just because if I can get to this square, then I threaten both this bishop and this pawn, and he can't protect both of them. That's the game plan. Holy, we're 40 minutes into this game. Big long one. Okay, he wants to go there. That's fine. Maybe he saw my plan. Okay, so I can go. Where was it again? Here. Oh man, I found it before. Where was it? Here. Here. I guess here I have to. Here, 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 here. Okay. So it starts with this. And then here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here. Where was it again? Was it up here? No, it was here. Here. Here, here. Yeah, okay. Here. 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 This will go there. Is now he can go there, which is not great. Anyway, we got here, and then we have here. His problem is he can move between these two squares. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we can go here. Oh, but now he won't be able to move to one of them. He won't be able to move back. There. Because he can move here once, but then he can't move back. Okay, he's going to go there. And now he offered a draw. Decline. Because now I can go here. He knows he's screwed now. Because now he has to move his bishop somewhere. Oh, I guess he can move it here. Yeah. All the way back there. Jeez. Man. Here, here. Oh, but then we sack that, but then we get nothing. Here, what does this check do for me? It forces him back. Oh man, this bishop just has barely too much movability. Okay, we'll try here for now. Nothing changes. Oh, he messed up. Let's go. No, oh, maybe not, because now I can't get through. I still can't get through if... Well, I could put him in a Zeus Wong, probably. Okay, here. So if I take this, he goes here. We go here, takes, but then there's nothing. I don't know. We'll go here. We can look at the game review later. I'm still up a full bishop, but my bishop can't do anything. So how do we work this? Well, we probably have to make a zoo swung somehow. Like go here, and then he has to probably go forward. Okay. I have to let my bishop get through somehow. I think I'm gonna have to sack the pawn. Okay. Go here, he takes. I'll go here, and then I can work my way up with my king. Yeah, there we go. He has to go here now. That's fine. So he takes back. We can go here. Check. Go here. We'll go here. Probably going to try to race back down to this pawn over here. Oh, man. Well, I can go here. Sack. Oh, sorry. Might be blowing this. Give me a second. If I go down here, and he takes, I can go up here and take this pawn. Okay, never mind. It's fine. We'll go here. Because here, take, I go up, and then I can go here and get this pawn up here. Oh, he doesn't go for it. Okay. His king is opposition to mine, which is not good. Oh, okay, that's good. Because he can't do this. Oh, man. I can go here. Takes the bottom one. But I'll gain this opposition over him. And then I can just sack my bishop for this last one. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we found it. Oh, go there. Yeah, I took the pawn too quickly. Doesn't like that. There. Yep, that's fine. Because we can go here. And this bishop stops this promotion. And we just work our way down. Holy moly. Crazy game. I'm interested to see the game review on this one. He can't do anything. He can't block with his king. Yeah, bishop stops it. Yep. Nice. Okay. And you see the nice little animation there for the end of the game. Awesome. Well, good game against my guy. 1400 rated. That's pretty good. Couple great moves. Couple best moves. Well, it was a really long game. Here, let's go to the game review section here. Game review section is a little blocked out, but there we go. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, I thought a pretty good game. Thought I was losing pretty good at some point. I think what is it thought here? Losing by 1. There was the fork. Anyway, we'll go back to the beginning of this game. Start review. Here, let's go back actually, because I wanted to see. Yeah, 1650 and 1550. So that was a good game. He had a blunder. Oh, I did give up a draw at some point apparently. Let's look over it. Okay, at the beginning, just some typical opening type stuff. Apparently didn't like this move. I wasn't entirely sure what to do here. What did I think was the best move? Just go back, attack the bishop. Okay, yeah, I see that. Okay. Yeah, we did this. You know, the eval bar is going to bounce around in these lower elo games. But yeah, queen's off the board right away. And yeah, everything was putting pressure on these pawns right here that I didn't see. Yeah, not good. Minus 1 here. We went back. He's going to put his rooks on the file. Yeah, that was bad. From equal to worse. Why? Because, yeah, which he pretty much did. Yeah, just from this extra pawn that he could have won. I did know that from some point, but yeah, so he goes there. We just go back here. Kicks me out. That's totally fine by me, because now we're able to come back and equalize here in this position. I didn't think green light to win the pawn. Yeah, I guess in the middle it still worked, but what was the best move here? I guess, yeah, just going here. If that, then we take back there. Okay. Yeah, this was a problem. That was like, oh no, this. I didn't do this. This was, oh, yeah, okay. The follow-up, the strange follow-up. Yeah, so he went here. I took, he went there. This was bad, apparently. This was really bad. Fork. What was the missed fork here? Oh, yeah. Then I can't, ooh. See, there you go. Still only thinks it's minus 1, but okay. Yeah. Magnus is my coach, by the way. I changed him to that recently, so that was fun. Yeah, so some stuff. Yeah, this was the good move. This was good. He traded best blunder. He gave up his knight. I thought he had to give up his knight, though. Why couldn't he? Why is this still check, obviously? Oh, and then he could have just defended like that. Okay. Yeah, that makes total sense. I thought I was just winning the piece there the whole time, and that's what he thought too. He just let me have his knight there. That knight ended up being the decision maker. I could sacrifice it to get a bit of a position there. We got on the file and traded. He let me trade because he thought he could hold this, and he did hold it for a very, very long time. Yeah, what did it want me to do? Because it said I had this the whole time. What is the follow-up? Oh, it just said didn't have a great. So what is the follow-up? That is the follow-up. Is that just the king moves? Okay. What is the best move? Oh, yeah, obviously in the spot. Because he can't go here. And I have to go up, and then I just get this, and I get this pawn. I can't believe I didn't see this when it happened. Because I was so focused on going up there. Okay. Well, I should have been able to see that. But then later he found out he could just hang out down there. Yeah, and then we just checked him right there. Not your finest hour. I still don't know what the game plan was. What was the best move here? It doesn't show me what the actual follow-up would be. So I was kind of confused about... I thought that this was a draw. Why? Just because he can get back there, I guess? Because he can get back... Oh, because I have to sack then. Then I thought I could still make it up here. Like, why couldn't I just make it up here? Oh, I see. Equal to losing? That's losing? Why? Best move. Here. And then I guess we just have... He goes back, I push, he pushes. Alright, fair enough. That's fine. We'll go back to here, though. Yeah, he didn't find out whatever that was. I just made it up here. I was able to get on top with my bishop still intact, and then I was able to just sack it to win the game. So there you go. That is a game on the ChessUp 2 board. An hour long. Holy smoly, that took a long time, but I'm glad that it happened. All right, see you guys in the next one. Thank you for joining. I super appreciate it. Bye-bye.